Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for my just out of bed look. I literally got out of bed and was wondering how to skin some cars and engines in Derail Valley. So I tried that for the first time. I recorded it and hopefully you guys can learn some tips and tricks from when I used to reskin or paint models for Microsoft Train Simulator and other games. So yeah, let's see what Derail Valley has installed. Today I'm gonna edit a passenger car, the blue one. You can't have that in vanilla game yet. There are mods that allow for jobs with passenger cars, but they will be there in the future. But I wanted to make one look like a Waggle car. Those who don't know me probably don't know that I like the Orient Express and Waggle a lot. Sadly, the game doesn't really have the right cars for such a reskin, but I'm gonna see what I can do, whatever we have. Don't forget to comment and like the video if you enjoyed it and if you find it very useful. I will leave a download link in the bottom of the description for the modded train cars. Yes, I am actually going to upload these, and let's see what we can do with Derail Valley, the skin manager. For Derail Valley you need two mods to be downloaded at first. The Unity mod manager, which you need to install the next mod, the skin manager. I already installed both, so I'm going to see if I can export the textures and actually start skinning one mod manager installed. You can see that skin manager is already added and normally it's in green status. In the last video you guys could see that I already have some skins installed, but now it's the first time I'm going to try to export some stuff myself. Press escape, Control F10, and now we get to the mod manager. Go to the skin manager, select terrain car. Now I'm gonna export the passenger car. I almost picked the wrong car, yeah? But I'm gonna select the terrain car and then car passenger blue, not the outer rank blue, passenger blue. Export the textures and will now come up in the exported map. Yes. Now I got passenger car blue. This is the standard color, so as you can see it's not exactly the same. Let me see. Ooh, this is a lot more rough than I expected, to be fair. A lot more. This is the roof, if I'm correct. These are the doors. Ooh. What colors do we have here? For me, the bump map. So this is the right bump map. Now we need to discover what these textures do. This one here seems to be the side, that's for sure. This one may be the other side. It's a bit tricky to always imagine what this is. I'm a bit in worries with the shadow side, but what I can do, grab this color, and the color replacement tool, and then just finick it about a bit till it gives a pretty decent result. This might not even be enough. We will have to wipe out the edges, it seems, but that's okay. Was to be expected. We're going to make this car white first. Clone tool, which is this one. Make it smaller. And just slowly clean up the edges. Doesn't have to be perfect, but as much effort as you can put into it, it's all up to you. Now we have this here, and this is a bit more tricky, it seems. What we can do, eventually you will see less of it, is select a bit and then clone it. But then not put it in a row all the time, try to change it a bit. Try to grab new places. But obviously I started a new layer for this one so I can cut out the pieces that I don't need, like here. Now we're gonna re-grab the clone tool and soften these edges a bit. Now at this point it's starting to look like this, which is pretty good in my opinion. Mind you, once it's fully colored in, small little issues will disappear. Now, if I can see correctly, there are some changes. I'm gonna repeat the process for this one. You could be a lot more easier with it and just, you know, copy and paste one side to another, but I think I'm gonna actually try to go all out on this. And once again, I'll lower the visibility a bit and remove the hole. Look at that. Once again, we're gonna clean up the edges. Alright. Now we've done that. We need to finish off the bottom layer. Then it kind of looks like this, which I think is decent enough. Now I'm gonna be fair, I don't want to do the other side again. So we're just gonna copy. Oh, we do need to be careful for, it looks like the roof. So we're gonna use the lasso tool. Select around it. Much as possible, and then copy and paste this to the top. Use the layer tool to see if both sides fit exactly the same way. And this is a good thing why we used it, because apparently they don't. They have a bit more blue on this side, which is an odd thing to have. But that's okay. We can fix that. Now this piece of the car is white fully. The doors you can do it the same way. I think color replacement would be enough. The reason I'm doing this because if you have two different colors on the body, it's quite annoying to get everything done correctly. So we're slowly, immediately gonna start by lowering this to the bottom, so that the entire body of the car is in the right color. I now, however, realize I do find interesting how the skin is made. Aha! As you can see, I'm now cheating a bit because I wonder how are they doing this, because we're missing a few windows on this side. Are they flipping it over from here to that, so that you have place for the logo? Interesting technique. I wouldn't have used it myself, but okay. Alright, let's clean up the blue mess and make it white as well, for now. Car has been pretty white at this point, which is good, I do wonder, is this part of the car? I don't think it is. No. I think it's part of the roof, actually. Let's get started on coloring the car right now. We're so pleased with the results. Might want to do more masking though. Alright, let's get the first layer up. We're going for a bit of a dark blue here. I don't want to have the roof blue. This isn't dark enough. Now what we're gonna do is multiply this. Now you can see it already became a lot darker than I anticipated, so we're gonna have to find the right mix, I think. This is decent. This is decent enough for me. I want to be able to fill it up completely, so I'll set the hardness to full. Now I'm gonna leave one small line so I know about the edges between the down body and the upper body, because I am otherwise probably going to oversee it. He says, well, oh, now you can see the edge, that's nice. You can try the magic wand to select spaces that you want to color, and to ensure that you're not leaking as much as I am doing at this point. I might actually suggest you doing that. Alright, car is blue. Now I want to take the roof. I actually want the roof to be white, bright and white. Now you can see those are no longer texture line. Now I see I have selected too much again, so I am going to copy the bottom textures to the top and delete what is not necessary for me. That is, yeah, quite visibly these things here. Oh, I'm going too far. I'm not using the right tool. No, I am. By using these check marks, you can make stuff invisible. Alright, if I'm correct, I have deleted everything. Yes. Now I'm gonna invert this selection, which also Control I, and let's brighten up now we got a bright white roof, a blue car body, if I'm correct. Now we're going to add, oh my god, what terrible weather. Blue lines. I said blue lines, but I mean yellow lines. Which is normal with 4 more wagon carriages. This is a bit the annoying part because the textures might not fully work as intended here, but I think we're doing fine really. It's all okay. It's all okay. Just relax. Just relax and sit down. And just hope it works out okay. If not, I think it's not that bad if I lower this. The bottom is more important at this point. I'm gonna add the logo here. I happen to have a logo already. Not half as pretty as I hoped it would be, but I guess the game doesn't allow bigger textures at this point, so we'll just have to make do. Maybe my trick here will, however, help out a bit. Now I have the normal mapping here as well. The reason I have it is because I made this as well. The normal map for the logo. I hope I can use it on the car. Though it's not gonna be easy. Because you already see the pixelation is gonna be a lot worse than I expected. I'm gonna be fair, I thought the textures had a bigger size than this, but will hopefully get it kinda to work. It does fit. I actually made the normal map using this website. As you can see, I imported the image, it made a normal map out of it, and I downloaded it. So try that. Anyway, this is the car at this point in the very first Wangoli colors. With the logo here. So far it looks okay. This side looks better. The lines apparently are set correctly. It's hard to see, but you can see that there is... Yeah, it works. Look, you can see that the logo is in 3D. I do think I need to higher up the lower yellow line and the top yellow line a bit on this side. How is the other side? Look, just what I was afraid of. Around this point, they just simply flip the image. So if I add text, restaurant car there, it becomes this here. Does it even use the upper? Yeah, it uses the salon bar. So apparently I did it correct the first try, which is surprising. But this is a bit annoying, so I'm not able to add the down text. It really sucks. Personally, I think it would have been smarter if they used the bottom side for one side of the car and the right side for the other side, but I guess it was easier with just, you know, not having, yeah. But it sucks. So you only can add a logo in the middle. Only around here. If you go too far to the right, it will get mirrored on the left. So I will have to remove the text and just keep it like, well, this. Alright, back at the drawing board for the last time. We sadly now have seen that we can't add the text, which really sucks. It's gonna remove so much. Yeah. Character of the car, in my opinion. But, well, we got no choice. Derail Valley has decided before us. Maybe we can add something else though. Oh. I select copy paste. We know that the white line was close up to the window. Now it's lower down a bit, so that should lower it as well. I think this was the glitchy part we saw, which is interesting because apparently the normal cars should see this as well. Or the recoloring, yeah, probably the lighting up, everything didn't quite work out. It's okay, it's all okay. It's all fine. It's all fine. Fine. So something else that might be of interest. Don't think so. I think we're pretty much done. Here are the brown doors. I actually selected them and just changed the color. I'm gonna pull this one through. So now I'm gonna show you guys what I'm going to try. Let's get the right file open. Now this is the file where we have like used the logo. If I'm correct, and I recall correctly, the lighter the color is more busted out forward. Yeah, look, this is pushed forward as made to look as if it is the top of a texture. This is the bottom. So what I'm planning on doing is actually gonna make this the top of the line and that the bottom. Oh. Now in order to make it bit smooth, I'm gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Now this should be pushed out a bit. Now I am wondering, add a new layer to this one. I already did. Add this. And now you can see we have added a layer which should pop out more than usual. There we are. It's a small subtle detail, but you can see that there is now a line. It is a bit emphasized, as you can see, and that really does help bring the model forward. I was thinking of doing the vertical lines, but really this car is too modern for that. That does not fit. I do see I was on the right way, I believe. Yeah, I do need to add a bit more on that side. But in general, yeah, I am actually quite content with the car so far. Actually looks pretty nice. It's a pity of the text. I will repeat that over and over until everybody gets nuts of it. It's a penny of the tax, but I think for what it is and for what we were able to do with the game, it's not half that bad. I do think it looks nice. So I hope you guys agree. Let's have a ride with the train and then, well, end this video.